Hey, it's Jordan here with ThatHumble Wrestling, ThatHumble.com. I'm on a little platform called Twitter, at Jordan_Verge. I tweet some fun things over there sometimes. And welcome to Blank Weeks Until. It is the only weekly episodic WrestleMania content on this platform. We are 19 weeks away from WrestleMania, and we want to talk about it. I can't do it alone, though. So, Ted, are you ready to talk about some WrestleMania?
Let's talk about some WrestleMania.
I've got a fever, and the only prescription is WrestleMania. And let me tell you, I know that Shawn Michaels, he was known as Mr. WrestleMania, right? Well,
right.
One major point of contention when it comes to WrestleMania this year in Arlington, Texas, is of course the main event. And I don't think that there's any, any mistake as to who will be in the WrestleMania main event. 1, 2, 3.
Roman Reigns.
There we go. The biggest thing is who he'll be facing. So, Ted, we're 19 weeks away from WrestleMania. Who is Roman Reigns facing at WrestleMania 38?
I have no idea. They have a Brock Lesnar option, which I pray to God doesn't happen because that's what's happened forever.
Yeah.
There was like the Rock rumor, but then he shut that down, which is what somebody would say if they were doing it.
And we're filming this before Survivor Series 2. So I think right now, Survivor Series 2021, it's not like, and also I meant Survivor Series TOO, not Survivor Series 2. I think that if The Rock doesn't show up at Survivor Series to confront Roman Reigns, that is dead in the water, you know?
Yeah. He's on the SmackDown brand. So do you do... I literally no clue.
So let's go through some options, okay? I've got a list of WWE personnel. I'm just going to go right down to SmackDown. I'm going to throw some names out at you, and just let me know what you would think about potential so-and-so versus Roman Reigns WrestleMania main event, okay?
Okay.
We've already talked about Brock Lesnar. You don't want that. Don't really want that either, even though it's looking like maybe that's the case. Obviously, okay, again, not on the SmackDown roster. We talked about The Rock. I would like that. I think that would be fun. Yeah. I think that makes the most sense when it comes to this Tribal Chief story that he's telling.
Wait, where's it happening from this year? Is this Texas?
It's in Arlington, Texas, yeah.
Okay. Oh, is it gonna be all Stone Cold? Roman Reigns versus Stone Cold. What?
The Rattlesnake versus the Big Dog.
Ooh.
I'm kind of down with that. What about like Happy Corbin? All right, the Lone Wolf versus the Big Dog.
Next.
Okay. How about Cesaro? Could he get a WrestleMania Backlash main event rematch?
As much as I love Cesaro, I don't see that happening.
Jeff Hardy.
No, not where he's at currently.
What if he were to reinvent himself and be like Willow? Willow versus Roman Reigns? Is that a main event in front of 100,000 people?
No, sir.
Because that's something we need to consider. Arlington, Texas, Dallas Cowboys, 100,000 people.
That's like a day one main event.
Yeah. Shinsuke Nakamura. Roman Reigns, Shinsuke. Come on.
New Japan Shinsuke? Absolutely. WWE Shinsuke?
It's not happening this year. Unless something insane happens from here until WrestleMania. And if something insane does happen, you're going to be following it right here on Blank Weeks Until.
Do you and I also have to consider Royal Rumble winners?
Yes, of course.
However, the Royal Rumble winner could go to Raw.
Right. That's something you always consider. I mean, geez, Drew McIntyre. Yeah.
Oh, he's on SmackDown too.
Yep. That's a real possibility. What do you think of Drew versus Roman?
Have we seen that before?
We saw it at Survivor Series of 2020.
I was gonna say that rings a bell. I mean, maybe, but no.
What is WrestleMania if not for the biggest number one babyface versus the biggest number one heel? That's what Drew and Roman are, right?
Yeah. I just think Drew's past that.
I think he might need to reinvent himself to get.
Yeah.
Dude, literally 1 year ago, Drew and Roman were on the same pedestal, and things have changed. Things have changed. There's for sure some distance between them right now.
Who beat Drew? Big E?
It was who beat Drew for the title?
Yeah.
It was Bobby Lashley. Oh no,
Lashley.
it was The Miz. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's right.
There's that cash in. Oh, what about The Miz? Does the Miz win the Royal Rumble and move over to SmackDown and dethrone the Tribal Chief?
Nope.
What, you don't think the A-list celebrity?
Nope.
No. All right. Sami Zayn, is he still going to be in the company come WrestleMania?
Probably not. No, he will be. Isn't he like? No, it might. No.
I don't know. I think him and
No,
Kevin
yeah, it might be before.
Him and Kevin might be gone come WrestleMania time.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
This SmackDown roster, it's thin. What about Angel? That's right, not Angel Garza. His name's just Angel now. Angel versus Roman.
Angel. What brand is that Olympian on?
So Gable Steveson, he's on Raw.
Dang it.
Again, he could debut in the Royal Rumble.
That'd be fun.
Win that shit.
What if he beats Roman?
Oh my god, how old is he? He's got to be like 22, right?
With a broken freaking neck.
Yeah. Gable Steveson is 21. When I look at the SmackDown roster, we went over it with Drew. Could either of the Usos maybe do something?
Nah.
Main event Jey Uso. He's the one who dethrones Roman.
Not gonna happen.
Shanky? What about Shanky?
What? I think they've like booked themselves into a corner. Like the Raw side, like you could see like Roman Seth. You could see Roman Finn again. Right. Or like Roman Kevin Owens. I think they should do Kevin Owens. Like I feel like there's just more main event people on SmackDown or on Raw.
Yeah, they really just moved all of their boys over to Raw in exchange for Drew McIntyre. And I'm not even really sold on Drew versus Roman. Like that's not something I necessarily want to see 19 weeks out. That could it could change, but
19 weeks out is looking like Drew McIntyre.
I think right now our top 3 choices for Roman Reigns to main event against it's Brock, it's Rock, and it's Drew.
Man, I wish I could rhyme that with Brock or Rock.
I was trying to think. I was like, in my head, I was like, what rhymes with Brock and Rock? And then I thought of a word, and I was just like, huh. That's probably not appropriate.
No.
Even though he's been called Big D recently.
Really?
Yeah. There was a moment on Raw where Big E was talking like to the Dirty Dogs. And he's just like, I think the Dirty Dogs need to go against Big E. And then Drew McIntyre was like, and Big D. And
oh, no.
I don't even think that's PG.
I don't think so either.
I mean, onto the Raw side, what I feel like the main question is that you don't really have on the SmackDown side. We know that Roman Reigns is going to be champion going into WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We know that for a fact. Is Big E going to be champion going into WrestleMania?
I'm going to say yes.
I think so too. Nothing, 19 weeks out, nothing is screaming transitional champion at this point. He beat Drew McIntyre at Crown Jewel. He's feuding with Seth right now. Could Seth be the one to take it off him before WrestleMania?
I guess that could happen, yeah. 19 weeks is a long time.
Well, let's say that Big E is still champion going into WrestleMania. Who could he go against that would, have a WrestleMania quality feud leading into it?
If Kevin Owens is there, Kevin Owens.
But they're kind of they're going at it right now. Can they stretch it up until WrestleMania?
Probably not. They could run Lashley Big E again.
That's the thing, like,
because like Roman has to be the main event, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then
unless something crazy happens, like for WrestleMania 35, when like Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Ronda, when they really, caught fire.
So that'd be night 2. So night 1 main event is probably going to be the women's, right? Whoever wins the women's rumble.
Probably. I could see Becky in the.
So Big E's probably going to be like open the show night 1.
Bro, straight up, I forgot that WrestleMania was 2 nights. That's right. This is the premier WrestleMania content on this platform. And I forgot that this is 2 nights. You're right.
Wrestle Kingdom's 3 nights. So let's be thankful we're not New Japan.
Why is when?
I think it's a Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday.
Oh my god. Why don't we just have WrestleMania week? All right, we'll have WrestleMania Monday. WrestleMania Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read somewhere. I mean, I could be wrong, but I thought I did. But yeah, so like Big E's probably gonna be night 1 with like not the main event. He'll probably be like open the show, Arlington, Texas.
Mm-hmm. It's so crappy, but that's just kind of how they've been.
But also, like,
recently,
I think either opening or closing the show is fine.
Yeah,
like I think there's like you close the show like to send people home with like thoughts, but you also open the show to like fire up the crowd. And I don't think anybody fires up the crowd much like Big E does.
100,000 people chanting along with
Xavier Woods out there with the trombone.
So, I mean, we're talking about Big E as WWE champion. Honestly, do you see maybe a potential New Day triple threat somehow? Maybe King Woods wins the Rumble?
I feel like we've been saying that for years. I could see it happening. I just don't know if WWE will ever break the New Day up.
What if it's 3 faces just going at it?
They're just like still all friends and all in a team.
But they just so happen to end up in the match.
Actually,
together.
That's not terrible.
Like, what if Woods wins the Royal Rumble, and then there's some other sort of match that happens, maybe at Elimination Chamber or Fastlane, that Kofi wins, and they just so happen to end up all facing each other.
Yeah, and then like backstage they're like, listen, we're boys. Let's just go out and see what happens.
And feel
that's
the
not bad,
power.
actually.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, they all kind of just kind of crossroads there. No reference to Cody. Where it's like, yeah, just by happenstance, it's like Xavier's like, well, what am I going to do? I'm in the... Well, no, because if Woods wins the Rumble, then he's got a main event.
No, God. When has that ever really meant anything?
I think they did like the past 2 years, right?
Okay, so, I mean... At 37, Bianca and Edge, they did win, and they both main evented. 36, Drew McIntyre won. Sure, that's fine. But if you look at 35, Becky won, and she main evented. But WrestleMania 34, though, I don't know if you recognize this hoodie right here. Shinsuke Nakamura won that one, and he didn't main event WrestleMania, so...
Who main evented that one?
It was Roman Brock.
Ugh.
I know, and it's gonna be Roman Brock again, Ted. It doesn't make sense. Stop doing this.
We've got 19 weeks to get out of this.
Let's dig ourselves out of this.
Wait, AJ Styles. Where's AJ Styles at?
He's on Raw. AJ versus Big E. Well, okay.
So AJ Roman?
That'd be fun. that would have to be like a AJ wins the Rumble kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Which he hasn't.
AJ Roman.
And they think about it. The first time they met.
Oh, okay. I kind of like this.
This is a good time. We're just talking shop.
Yeah. I mean, AJ, he entered the company with Roman being like, "Yo, who the fuck is this guy?" If AJ and Roman met at Mania, they could tell an amazing story there.
Yeah, Omos is chilling. Then he's gonna get super kicked by the Bloodline.
Or Omos versus Big E. So at the end of the show, it's kind of like a WrestleMania 20 thing, where it's like Chris Benoit and Eddie, but instead it's AJ Styles and Omos. They hug with the both championships.
As the confetti's falling.
Because if there's anything that Arlington, Texas loves more, it's
AJ Styles and Omos.
Yeah, Arlington, Texas, big AJ Styles and Omos fans.
What was the last main event in Arlington? Was that Brock Roman as well?
No, it was Roman and Triple H.
Yeah, I'd be down for run it back. We haven't seen Triple H in a while.
Oh, shit, dude. Imagine. Holy shit, they market Triple H versus Roman too. They know how well the last time it went. So they want to just be like, all right, last one, it was too short. 34 minutes is too short for a WrestleMania main event. Let's make it a 60-minute Iron Man match.
And Triple H has his boys out there, so it's like Shawn and X-Pac and the Bloodline are on the other side of the ring.
Holy shit.
There's just super kicks everywhere.
Dude, Roman Triple H 2, the balls on WWE. Just imagine, dude.
I'm kind of for it, though. I'd rather see that than Roman Brock 18.
What if... I'm sorry. What if they do? What if Triple H is the one who beats Roman Reigns?
And he's like, he just had that surgery not that long ago, so he's recovering, and he's like trying to like rehab, so he's probably in decent shape.
If
we haven't seen Triple H in a long time on any brand.
If Triple H,
NXT.
let's say Triple H isn't going against Roman at WrestleMania, does he have a match? Can we guess? 19 weeks out. Who would you like to see?
AJ.
AJ and Triple H?
AJ has to beat Triple H to get to the main event.
Wait a minute. The night one main event is AJ versus Triple H.
Why is that that hasn't been a thing either? Like, you fight the first night to fight the second night? That's kind of fun.
It's kind of like a long-winded version of the Daniel Bryan story.
Yeah,
WrestleMania
he's got to wait 24 hours instead of like 6.
Dead ass? I'm kind of cool with that. What if they ran Roman versus Brock night 1 and then Roman versus Rock night 2?
Yeah, they just put Roman through the gauntlet.
Oh, and it's kind of billed as like Rock versus whoever wins between Roman and Brock. And then it's a double count out, so it's a triple threat.
Triple threat. The Undertaker shows up. Now it's a fatal 4-way.
Oh my God! Don't give me any ideas. What do you think? Does Mark Calloway, does he show up in Arlington, Texas? Is he not done? Is he ready for one last ride?
He shows up in the Hall of Fame.
I like that.
His hometown, right? Texas.
Yeah, the town of Texas. He's from Texas, though. I think he's a big Cowboys fan, so I think that would make the most sense to
Undertaker cowboy shit.
Yeah, dude, Undertaker's really into some cowboy shit.
He's the original cowboy shit.
What if you brought that gimmick out? Has AEW trademarked cowboy shit yet?
Undertaker. This old cowboy's got some shit left.
Whoa! What?
Undertaker has cowboy shit.
Now, if it's not the Undertaker to break out that gimmick, I want it to be someone else who has "the" as a first name. I want the Miz to be talking about some cowboy shit. Imagine him coming out with some like diamond encrusted
Cleveland,
boots.
Ohio.
Yeah. Let's get into some.
I'm a cowboy. Miz is like, I'm a cowboy. You're from Cleveland.
Oh my God. Well, Ted, we are 19 weeks away from WrestleMania.
And we have no idea what's going to happen.
Well, I'm going to talk to you next week when we're 18 weeks out. And I feel like we'll have a better understanding as to where this Roman Reigns feud is going. If we didn't see The Rock at Survivor Series, we know that The Rock is not going to be involved at WrestleMania.
If you smell... The crowd will pop.
Hopefully. Well, Ted, this was blank weeks until...
Can we just cancel WrestleMania?
Imagine.
WrestleMania.
This year, there's no WrestleMania this year. It went from 1 night to 2 nights to 0 nights.
If COVID couldn't take WrestleMania out, nothing can take it out.
You know how sometimes they rebrand pay-per-views? Like, they just rebranded WrestleMania as like Fully Loaded. I like it. Ted, I will see you again next week when we will be 18 weeks until WrestleMania.
See you.